Hey guys, it's Daniel from Stewart's Racing. So today's D-Day, dyno day. So we've got the rocket all loaded up. We're off to Melbourne. Going to go to a new dyno today. I'll let you know when we get there, where we're going and stuff like that. Just because we're going E85 with this, so we've got a bit more compression. So we need a lot more fuel and basically good tune. I never tuned it last year. It was pretty good last year, but it's a good tune. Did some wiring on the trailer last night, but we are good to hit the road. And I picked my oldest daughter up today, and yeah, we'll go from there. See you in the next one, guys. Then we're ready to Melbourne or on the way. Hey guys, here we are at Powered Up Performance Service Centre. Yeah, let's throw this thing on the dyno and see what we can do. Setup that we got here, big booth at the back. I'll show a bit more. This is the oldest. Guys, we're heading to the dyno. Hi guys, we're back from D-Day, which is yesterday, which is dyno day. Everything went good. It's a bit different with going to different dynos and trying to compare figures from last season, well not last season, the season before what we had. Last season I just tuned it myself, but of what we set it at last year, we just had at 18 degrees timing, which is fairly, we didn't know if that was going to be right or not, but that's what we ran with. So from the dyno to what it was last season, we've gone up 10 degrees in timing, so it's a lot more snappier, so it should be a lot better off the line straight away just in timing. We went up 8 jet sizes, so a lot more fuel for the E85. The figures that we were after, it's just a bit hard with every dyno, but now I've got something to work with. When we go back there next time, we'll probably look at changing exhaust, maybe going a bit smaller. Just in the primaries, probably go back to a 2-inch. Everything went good. Dyno man's happy. He's really happy with the fuel side of it, the spark side of it. Every run we pulled, we took plugs out just to compare them. But with this manifold, it's very hard to read a plug because every plug's different. So we just sort of went off the worst plug and put timing to accordingly to that worst plug. But every run was different. The plugs always look different. But what we were looking for, we did find on number 1 and number 6, and we pulled all the other ones out, and they're pretty much in that. They've got a nice burn curve on them. So yeah. It's ready to rock and roll. It's a bit, you had to just drill the air primaries out for idle because it had a bit of a flat spot just on off idle, which is fine. It might need more, but as I said, I'm planning on going back again to do an exhaust with Shane's car. What we might do is, if he doesn't get the same extractors as what I do, we might put his extractors on this and then I'll run it over to Traralgon suspension and exhaust, and go 2-inch. We're going to go try a single system just to see what it does, see if we can bring that torque figure up a bit. He does a few other standards over there. It's better than some and not as good as others, which is good. So he didn't tell me any of the figures around it, and I didn't ask. So that's sort of, if he doesn't, I'd like it if he didn't tell me my figures, but it is what it is. All dyno people do their own thing. But yeah, happy. It runs good. It runs a lot better now. So we had a figure in mind. We wanted to go like with standards. You can definitely, depending on where you go, you can pick out. On that night, it could be 5, 10, 15 people that are quick, and on a given night, they're all pretty much the same pace all the way across. So if you go to a big event where there's 15, well, it's just pot luck of where you start in the final, really, whether you can get up there close enough to start in the final to stay up the front. It's a lot harder to pass people when you're down the back if they're all fast in front of you. You pretty much just start where you stay and finish where you start. It's a bit easier when there's less of yous. We've got a couple of blokes here around Rosedale that are very fast that you sort of compete with. So hopefully it's around the same power as them, but the power's not my issue. It's never been my issue. I've always seemed to have a lot of power. It's just I can't get it to the ground. There's no point in having power if you can't get it to the ground, or having more power than others if you can't get it to the ground. And last year that was their biggest issue. It seemed to go really good, and it'll go a lot better now, especially just going up 10 degrees timing. So biggest, hopefully we're going to go for a run at Nora on the 28th, which is next Saturday. Sorry to all the spectators out there, you just can't come, but I'll do a bit of video and stuff like that. Hopefully, yeah, test the suspension out. I've got new suspension in this one. It's good. And then I've got another suspension kit there that's a bit heavier in front springs and in rear springs. So we'll try that. Give that a go. The big dog, if you've been watching her, she's getting very big. Aren't you? Huh? They're like fighting. She's that big that she still likes to having a cuddle. No cuddle. Towels over the other dogs now. Yeah, all in all, it's good. Sounds alright on the dyno. Yeah, just showed you a bit in the video, just a few dyno runs you didn't need to see. Everyone knows how to pull the plug out. Everyone knows how to change jets on a Holly, just basic stuff. The only thing is the bleeders, but that was the dyno man's do. He did that. Yeah, it's just a bit hard to compare what I ran. There's from my old dyno to this dyno, there's about 17 kilowatts difference. It's 17 kilowatts less than what I had in the previous dyno. So yeah, just go from there. And yeah, Nora 28 had good figures. I think it has good figures. If you want to see the figures, do have the sheet. Give me 150 views, and I'd like to hit 40 subscribers. So view and subscribe, 40 subscribers, and I'll put it up whether probably Facebook. Probably Facebook's the easiest one just to upload it. If you want to see how not fast to what people see, it's got enough power. It just comes down to the driver and the suspension, whether you can pull it off. As I said, last season I could have been 20 kilowatts down to people in front of me, but that wasn't my issue of being fast. The issue was suspension. So could have had more than last year, but I very doubt it. Not with the timing the way it was. It has to be better. Just jumping up 10 degrees, it has to be a lot snappier, a lot quicker out of the corner. Yeah, that's all. I have a few other figures that I like to hit. I think anywhere in between my personal stuff and my engines, if it did anywhere from, I don't know, 125 kilowatts to 150, if you had that range, I reckon I would be competitive. I'm a pretty good steerer. So if it had any less than 125, it probably the engine would come out and we look at changing the cam or doing something different to get it going a bit better. This is only 30 thou this one, so I can go up a bit. This engine stays really cool, so I'll probably able to go up to 60 thou and to pull a bit more out of it. But yeah, that's all. So next video will probably be next Sunday, Monday, something like that, after Nora, depending how I go. I'm going to break it, I'll break it at the first meeting. Dynos are always good, but you know, cars always, the hardest time they'll ever have is on the dyno. But I also just have bad luck. I always seem to always tune right, go to a race meet and something happens, just detonating too much time and stuff like that. But it's also why I've changed dynos. So yeah. Hopefully it's a good thing. Hopefully it can be competitive. Our restriction for tomorrow, which is the 22nd, I think, we will be hearing our restrictions change again. We've had, 22 days, just over 3 weeks, and no viruses, no COVID people getting done. So yeah, ready to rock and roll, keen as. Any questions, what to do, the loom's sort of up there, everyone. And yeah, so if you want to see me with figures, I don't care if I show you, but I want 150 views and I want to hit 40 subscribers. Everyone can see what subscribers I've got, so just smash it, share it, tell all your friends to subscribe. More people to subscribe, the better for me. Yeah, that's it guys. A little bit more work, just got to fill some headlights in, stop some dirt from getting in. Plastic or alloy will do. Right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you on the next one.